Swole Benji here. Today I'm going to teach you the easiest and laziest way to do group dungeons solo. I have made videos in the past on how to do them and what builds to use, so you can go check those out. This is more of a kind of a wider informational version. Alright, so there are many different ways to find group dungeons in the world. You can just ride around different zones and look for group dungeon spawns, but a lot of the times you're going to just enter those and they're going to be already cleared, or there's going to be people inside, or it's just a real huge waste of time, alright? So let me just give you the quick rundown build. You want to use Scholar Cowl with the Energy Shield, you want to use Hellion Jacket with the Lifesteal Aura, and you want to use Guardian Boots with Giant. You also want Roast Pork for Lifesteal and a Healing Potion. I use a Thetford Cape. A lot of people use Demon Cape, and honestly, Demon Cape is probably better, especially if you're killing bosses. Now, for the video, I'm actually going to take Druidic Staff with Torch and, where is it at? Mercenary Jacket. So we can solo bosses if we get a good one. I only usually just solo the purple ones. I tend to skip the blue ones. But here's the easiest and fastest way to just get a group dungeon immediately going, okay? And, it's pretty simple. You just go buy a group dungeon map. And, yeah, you could go to statics, like I have made videos in the past, like we go to Smooth Floor Cleft and we go up here, and there's tons and tons of static dungeons, and those will actually give you a higher tier. But the thing with the group dungeon map, we're just going to type dungeon map and then open parentheses G, and you can see the cheapest one for this tier 4 is only about 22,000 silver. It's really cheap. And you may be thinking, oh, it's a tier 4, why don't you do a tier 5? Well, because the tier 5 is way more expensive, and it's really not that much more fame. Plus, I like taking it easy. I don't want to have to like watch my health bar and stress out. So we're just gonna pop that. It's gonna send us down here along March Meadow, and I'm faction flagged. You want to make sure you're faction flagged because you're gonna get a lot of faction points doing this. Like, you will do half your daily without premium when you do these group dungeons. So now I don't have to run around for about 20 to 30 minutes looking for a group dungeon that isn't, you know, like, that still has mobs. I can just run right down here. And the cool thing is that no one else can see this dungeon until I get close to it. So, right now, no one can see it. I'm going to go down there and enter it. And yes, there is a chance that people could enter the dungeon. There's a group dungeon, but I guarantee you this one's occupied. Alright? But because we pumped a map, the map is going to give us more rewards. It's like 16% more. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. And the mobs aren't that much stronger because it's a tier 4. Obviously, the best ones would be to go to a tier 5 static zone and then do those group dungeons. But a long time ago, I made a video on that. It got like 100,000 views. And everyone does it now. So it's like, because everyone's doing it, it's a pain in the butt. And this is just so much easier. This is just instant, guys. This is just, you pop the map and you run to it. And you have a whole group dungeon to yourself now. Because it's spawned probably right about now, so people can now see it and people can enter it. But because I'm going to enter it and start clearing immediately, when people do enter it, they're going to see that all the mobs are dead and they're just going to leave. Most of the time. Sometimes people come in and investigate, right? And it's a Morgana dungeon. These are a little more dangerous. But I'm going to pop my food now, and we're just gonna start pulling. Because it's a tier 4, I can actually pull more mobs and be more reckless. Alright, so I can pull all these, and yeah, they hurt, but, you know, I have the build, I have the gear, I have the spec, so I'm okay right now. I got my Hellion Jacket to heal me. I know it looks bad, like I'm about to die here, but I just press my Hellion Jacket, and look at my HP. I am standing in their spells, and they're not killing me, so, like, and look at the fame. I don't even have premium active, but look at the fame. Like, there's 3.2k. Pick up the silver piles. It's just really, really good. And then you can do smaller pulls if you're not confident. Like, here's just one mage and one little archer. We don't want to stand in the bat blowing up because those are dangerous. The easiest dungeons are the Grove Keeper ones. Heretics are pretty dang easy. The undead ones, they have easy bosses, right? So I could actually do this pull because I have my Hellion Jacket, so I don't have to, like, wait. And I want the melee to, you know, be over here so I can hit them all at once. And there we go. They just melt. You get tons and tons of combat fame. It's really quite simple. I want to kite him back over here, though. Because I don't want to aggro the witches up top. And, you know, I'm just using Great Axe. It's not the fastest. I've got videos on what is the fastest. Obviously, if you're doing just tier 4s, you can afford to, like, switch to Light Crossbow or Spirit Hunter or even Life Curse Staff. And you will clear so much faster. But, on average, I spend 25 minutes, which is 1 food buff, to clear 4 dungeon floors. And that makes me about 1 million fame credits. Oh, look at that. That already paid for the map right there, the Tome of Insight. I get tons of these. I almost forgot to mention that. That and the silver that you pick up off the floor, the map is gonna pay for itself. So, but at the same time, you're probably well off if you're soloing group dungeons, okay? Like like, to be honest, if you can solo a group dungeon, you know the costs. You're aware of the, you know, using satchels and combat fame credits and all that kind of fun stuff, so. This isn't really for, like, a newbie that, you know, they're playing on their first day, obviously. You're not going to be soloing group dungeons. This is for someone who has an established economy, because when you have, like, I'm using 8.3 satchel, obviously, so this thing drains the heck out of my silver, but to me it's worth it because I get tons and tons of combat fame. And because I have everything max spec, it all goes into combat fame credits. So let's see. See that's a really hard pull. So I'm just gonna skip that. I don't even need to do that one because the mobs will aggro the boss. I'm gonna wait for them to jump. See if I can get them a little closer. And well, I kind of got both of them in the whirlwind. Not exactly. But you can see that the mobs, they're pretty darn weak. You can also tell that you're in the right dungeon because you can see this little sword icon at the top. And just use your cooldowns. Like, I use, what is it called? The Scholar Cowl helmet, and what that does is that's going to restore my mana every time I take damage. But it's also going to reduce the damage I take. So if I do a big pull, I just pop it and, you know, I take less damage. It's all good. By the way, for the Great Axe, for those that haven't watched my other vids, go check them out. Just go to my channel and search Group Dungeon, and you can find a whole bunch, right? I've got like 200 videos on the channel. Sometimes you get trash loot, it's whatever. I use the defensive one because 106 defense for 2 seconds is really, really good. Alright, so these little freaking demon books suck, alright? And that's a big pull. That is a really big, dangerous pull, but I think we're okay. Kill the demon book. Look at my HP just freaking go down. It's okay, because we got our defensives. Look at our HP. We're standing in spells, and if things get real bad, just pop a potion because it's better. It's better to chug a 5,000 silver potion than it is a 100,000 silver repair bill. And look at that, we did it. We did it. If this was a tier 5 dungeon, tier 5 map, I don't think we could have done that, guys. But that's why I think that spamming tier 4 dungeons, group dungeons, is better. Like, just to be lazy, to be efficient. I don't have my freaking cooldown, so I'm gonna use my shield immediately here. And like the Raven, the Morgana Raven here, that's not the big threat. It's the actual spellcaster that's doing all the damage. I'm still gonna pop my Hellion Jacket because I don't want my HP to drop too low. You get used to just running these, and they're very mindless. Also, another great thing about tier 4 dungeons that I just want to share is that you can see when someone enters your... Oh, look at that. I got another tome. Another fame tome. Like, see, I'm already up like 50k. Another great thing is you can see when people enter your dungeon at the bottom right, because it's a blue zone. The game will tell you, oh, look, there's like 5 people that entered. And also, like, they can't PvP flag up and down you. And another thing, too, that's funny is people will try to do the PvP flag thing, but if they are not faction flagged, they can't hurt you. Even if you did a yellow zone map, which I guess people don't understand the game mechanics because it happens all the time, right? Like, I'm soloing a group dungeon and a group comes in and they get freaking pissed off because I can kill groups of mobs while it takes them, you know, a whole party to do so. So they flag up to down me, and then they realize they can't even attack me because they're not faction flagged. It's I don't know. It's like, come on, bros, learn the game, man. Yeah, these, like, the melee mobs, they're pretty easy. I'm literally standing in the whirlwind, and, like, look at my HP. It's totally fine. You have to have the damn lifesteal roast. If you don't have the lifesteal roast, you can't really do this as effective. Also, the other defensive, which I didn't cover, is the Guardian Boots. So what that does, it makes you grow big, and what that does is it doubles your HP. So all the damage that you're taking while your HP is doubled is effectively halved when you grow back to normal. So not only does this give you a big hunkin' shield, you don't want to use both at the same time. You want to space them out, okay? So like your helmet gives you a huge armor bonus and a little bit of magic resistance, gives you mana back. Your passive gives you tons of armor. And then the Guardian Boots basically reduces your damage by half. So you combine all that, you combine it with the Hellion Jacket. You want to use the Hellion Jacket, for those that don't know, when you're lower on health, because it will do more damage. Also, if you're using axes, you want to use your, what is this called? It's called Raging Blades. So when Raging Blades hits a bunch of targets, it increases your damage. So you want to increase your damage before you use your Hellion Jacket, so that your Hellion Jacket deals more damage, and therefore heals you for more damage. So here we go, I'm in the middle of all these mobs, just whirlwinding them down. My health's low, that's when I'm going to pop Hellion, which I didn't do it properly. I know I just taught you how to do it, and then I myself didn't do it. You don't have to do it, because, you know, like, the mobs are easy enough anyway, but there you go, man. Like we've been playing 11 minutes, guys, and look at my combat fame already. We've earned so much in just 11 minutes. I don't want to pull those because I don't have my Hellion Jacket, so I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna be a little safe. And also, there's a crossbow boy, and well, crossbow boys are pretty spooky sometimes. They deal a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna stick it back here. I'm gonna use my defensives. I don't have to because I'm not in a like position where I'm gonna die from these mobs. I just want to retain as much HP as possible, I guess. Well, maybe I shouldn't have used it. I don't know. Like, don't judge yourself too much, guys. It's just a game. If you don't use your cooldowns properly, it's not the end of the world. But look at this. We've been playing, what, 12 minutes? And we've got 500 faction points. This would be 750 or 1,000 if we had premium active, by the way. And it is Fame Week, but the 25% additional fame you get, it does not apply to faction points. Heads up. Alright, so we got crossbow and 2 casters. I think we got this. So we're going to try to group them all up and like so. Just kind of run this way. That way they all bunch up. And then we can spin them down maybe. Deal some damage. I'm going to pop shield because I'm standing in a pool of like corrupted magic stuff. I don't really know what it is, like, but it hurts to stand in. I don't know. Maybe it gives you leg cramps or something. Now I'm going to grow big. Just to show dominance, you know, you can't let them walk all over you. You gotta flex on them. And there we go. We took their helmet as a little souvenir, and we're just gonna give it a nice little sniff. And there's a yes, There we go. You know, just be a little creeper. You know, we earned it. We earned the right to be a creeper. I want to bunch these girls up, so we're gonna run away from them. You know, make them chase us. That's how you get girls. You want the girls to chase you. Just a Chad tip. Okay. Anyway, guys, it's just a video game. Come on, they're just imaginary little witches, okay? You know, they got their little spell book. You know, they studied hard at whatever wizarding school they went to, and then you just come in and chop them down with your axe. So here's a dude, and you know, like I said, we have these items that we can solo the bosses. I have videos on my channel, but this is a green tome chest. If I spend 5 minutes killing this guy, which I can totally kill him, I'm going to get a tome chest with like 3 or 4 tomes for 4,000 fame, where I can just go over here and kill these guys and get 8,000. Like, there's no point for me to kill that boss at all. There is absolutely no reason for me to stop and do that. We can pull this guy too. Like, the melee mobs, you can get a whole bunch of them. As you play and as you spec up and fame up and get better gear, you will get a very good feel of what you can and can't do in these dungeons. So... and like, I'm out of practice because I haven't been playing for a while because I've been playing other games and because I've been sick. But even then, like, here we go. I got my Raging Blade stacked up. I pressed Hellion Jacket. I've got Whirlwind going. Look at my HP. I am completely fine. I've got, you know, a defensive in 10 seconds. I've got another defensive I could use right now. I don't even need to use them. And the fame is just amazing. Like, how much fame did that guy give? Let's see. 4,709. which it would be way more if I had premium active. It'd be like 5 to 6 to 7k. It's insane. It's such a good amount. All right, so this is actually a harder pull if I pull the Demon Book, which the Thetford Cape might do. This is why people use Demon Cape. But okay, we're just gonna kill the Demon Books for it. The books do lots of damage in group dungeons. I just want you to know that. Like, even the little crappy floaty non-demon books will slap the crap out of you, dude. So you gotta be careful, man. Like, just take, like, look how hard this guy's hitting. He's getting me down to half, and it's just one mob. Like, he is bashing the crap out of me, okay? He is a slugger. He is, you don't want to fight this dude in a bar late at night, okay? And then he gets timid and blows himself up, you know, like, whatever, dude. Okay, so we got a melee guy and 2 casters. There's also a book in the corner. By the way, like, there's a setting in your options where you can see enemies through walls, and that's why I can see this book glowing behind this pillar. So this book will aggro once I pull these dudes. And remember, I want to bunch up the casters, so I'm going to actually just run from them so that they, like, get in the straight and narrow here. And then I'm going to, you know, pull back a bit and start spinning. And you got to make sure not to stand in those exploding bats, man. Those things really... Okay, so here's where we pulled the books. Now we're going to pop Haley and we're going to pop her shield. Because we do not want to get our crap slapped by a book. That would be really lame to have, you know, a book beat us up. That's like a jock getting beat up by a nerd. I mean, come on now, guys. Right, okay, so we took him down. Easy. Like, see, we've only been playing 16 minutes, and we have earned so much. So these guys like to push you around. They're like big bullies. They're like the school bullies. And they got 3 little twerps, you know, guarding them. His little friends, but you can take them out pretty easy. All you gotta do is just, every time he starts advancing on you, just back up a bit. You just gotta back it up. You know, you don't want to stand in his little ooze lava pile, obviously. But he is a tanky boy. He's a big boy. He eats his grits. You know, he eats his hearty breakfast. But while you're spinning with the great axe, he can't shove you. You're unshovable because, you know, you just have that jujitsu. You can grow big too, kind of challenge him, but he's still a big boy. You know, you got to respect the big boys. And I don't know if that's like that, it's an eyeball or if it's like a weird, I don't know, like space suit or something. I don't really know what this monster honestly is. And there we go. So that's the 2nd floor dungeon done, and we still have half a food buff left. So we could easily do 2 more floors of this if it is. Now, not all dungeon maps are going to be 4 floors. Sometimes they're 1 floor. So you might feel gypped, right? Like you buy a dungeon map, it's like 20,000 silver. They were literally 16,000 silver a couple days ago, but I've been running this shit, the crap out of them. My bad. I cursed. Please, YouTube, spare me. Oh no, look at all the books. This is actually a really dangerous pull. So I'm gonna like try to just spin up and kill all the little easy mobs, right? And you know what? I'm just gonna reset because this is really dangerous. I'm gonna shield that ranged attack that almost hit me. You gotta be careful with some of the pulls, especially with the demon books, man. The books are they're the scary ones, okay? Like, you would think that a spell or a giant crow would be like more painful, but no, it's just a book that opens up and shoots, just like pisses all over you. Alright, so we're gonna wait for our HP to get back up. But anyway, like I was saying, like sometimes you'll buy a dungeon map, you know, group dungeon map, it's only 1 floor, and you're like, what the heck? So you gotta go run back and buy another one, and alright, so let's, now we can do this. Get the book over here. And just look at my HP, it just freaking goes down. Right, we're gonna grow big here, use our defensives. And let's see, okay, there we go, our HP's real low, now we're gonna use our Hellion Jacket, and that is gonna heal us up a whole bunch. It's still a tough pull because of the demon book, man, I'm telling you, those demon books. You definitely don't want to stand in the explosion, you definitely don't want to be feared by the crow into the explosion, so you gotta be very careful. Organa dungeons are the hardest ones to do, so like, all the other dungeons that could have spawned are so much easier and faster. Alright, so this is a shrine boss. You want him to patrol away before you do your pulls. A lot of times I just skip a lot of mobs in this room because of all the freaking patrols. You don't have to. Like, you can see that they go down pretty easy. And like this melee mob, it's not really a problem. Like, he's annoying because he spins and stuff, but he isn't gonna kill me. It's watching the boss here in the middle because he patrols around. Like, you don't want to aggro the boss. Yeah, we can totally take him down before the patrol comes around. Looks like I might aggro. Oh nope, see, there we go. We did that completely smooth. Very awesome. Here's your shield. Now, because these big guys are so darn tanky and they take a while to kill, I'm not gonna blame you if you skip them. Okay, like they're just I could actually aggro both of these and fight them, but they're gonna slap me around. They're gonna take forever to kill, and they only give like 4 to 5k fame. So, like I said, you can just skip them. Just wait for this guy to patrol away, and there we go. We just take out his bros. So this is a juicy, nice pool. Lots of combat fame. Very nice. I can just stand in this guy's whirlwind. I'm not worried. Like, it's not gonna kill me. I still have Hellion Jacket. If I didn't have Hellion Jacket, I wouldn't stand in it, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and use Hellion Jacket so I can kill him faster before the boss patrols back up here. And there we go. Yoink all the stuff. Back up. Give him some respect. You know, he is the big chat of the room. I mean, we could take him, but we don't need to. I'm gonna throw this tier 3 away. I don't want to sell that. And there we go. We did it. My girlfriend's cat is wild, and she is sprinting around the room and meowing. And I don't know why cats do that, but these little trash mobs are so easy to kill. And look at the combat fame, 1.5k each. It's so good. And they give lots of challenge points, lots of faction points. Look at that. We just cleared what, another dungeon floor. That is another dungeon floor down, guys. We're on the 4th floor now, and we're still on 1 food buff. So for those that are stingy and don't want to spend food buffs, like you're good, man. Alright, we don't want to stand in the corrupted magic shit. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention Guardian Boots and Hellion Jackets, because there's something important that you should know. I think I've said this in other videos, but I'm going to say it again. So when you use Guardian Boots and you grow big, it doubles your HP. So when you're healing, either by a potion, by lifesteal, or by your lifesteal aura, the health that you gain is only half effective, because when you grow back to normal, your HP normalizes. So let's say I have 7.5 thousand HP and I'm healing 100 per tick, right? Let me just go ahead and kill these before the patrol comes back around. Then when I grow back to normal, it's like I didn't heal nearly as much. So you want to avoid using your Hellion Jacket while you are in giant mode. And this is a really lucrative, juicy room. We're just gonna kill her real quick, and then yeah, we could fight these 3. It's fine. I could probably pull this caster over here, but it does get annoying because the guy shoves you around so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop shield. Like, I've been using my shield very, very openly, so like my mana's never really dropped that low. Okay, so our HP is actually a little low here. I won't be able to sustain this guy, but I do have Hellion Jacket, and yes, you can use it on 1 target. It's totally fine. I could have waited for my Raging Blades just to, you know, have extra healing, but we don't need it. We're fine. Like, our auto attack, our Q, our W, our E is going to sustain us for the rest of the fight. And if it doesn't, I have a healing potion. Like, if I stand in his lava, like I lag or something, and I got this shield, I can grow big. Like, we got this fight, dude. The only problem is that now I'm like really low HP, and there we go. We got 1,250 faction points. That's it's like 1/3 of a heart, so it's like 15 to 20,000 silver worth. The only problem is because I you know, like mismanaging my cooldowns, is that now my HP, I gotta wait for it to regenerate, but it's fine. We can fight these 3. Use our Hellion Jacket, heal right back up, just so we can be ready for the next pull. Pop defensive so that we get more value out of our heal. And you just, the way this works, it's so darn comfy, and it's such a great fame farm. You just turn off your brain, you can watch movies while you do this. And like I said, like, there's really not much that can disturb you. Yeah, if a group comes in, the cool thing about like groups coming into your dungeon is that most of the time you're going to outgear the heck out of them, because they'll just be like tier 4, tier 5. And they'll have like crappy builds that can't do damage. So you can just, as long as you're doing at least 50% of the mob's HP, you get kill credit for it. So it's always funny when a group comes in to try to steal my dungeon, and I'm just doing more damage than them, and then I get the fame credits whenever the mobs die, and it's like, well, thanks for the help, bros. You made my dungeon a little bit quicker, you know. But yeah, group dungeons, man, it's like the easiest, laziest way to fame farm, and unless you're soloing the bosses, you're not getting treasure. I know that sucks, but I would hope that you have like farm alts and crafting alts and focus alts that you're using by this point in the game, so that you have a good source of income. And there's so many books in this room. Like, the cool thing is we could kill the books. Like, oh, look at that shit. This is brutal, man. Oh god, look at my HP. I'm running out of here. Look at that. Oh god. But they do, look at that. Like, they each gave 300 combat fame. Let's check our combat fame credits. We're at 29 to 352. That's crazy. Like, it's so much. You only need like 17 million to max out an entire weapon spec. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Okay, what quality chest is this guy? Just want to peek. It's a green chest. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Now, I will admit, I have done green chests in the past, and they have like 500,000 worth of loot inside. So, you know, the game is complete RNG. I'm playing 2 hours before prime time, so there might be some people on the black market, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, so SBI has really cracked down on bots and RMT, and a lot of the RMT people were the ones using the black market bots, and they pretty much quit after this season, guys. Like, they have dumped the game. They are moving on to other games. So a lot of people that were doing the black market botting are gone, and because of that, there's less stuff coming from the black market into the chests. Also, like, less people are playing. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal this, just so I can be ready for the next room, especially with the little trap chests. So there's less people playing. There's less people botting. There's less loot in the black market. Now, this is a little risky. Actually, yes, it's very risky, because I don't have Hellion Jacket's cooldown. So I'm gonna start popping defensives here, and yeah, I mean, we got like 10 seconds on it. But yeah, see, I'm actually I'm sweating a bit here. You know, I got 5 seconds, so I'm gonna kite them away. Got 1 second, and I'm mashing our. Okay, we got it in time. That Hellion Jacket is your like your life support system. Okay, without Hellion Jacket, you can't really do this. Okay, if they nerf Hellion Jacket, you can maybe use a Mercenary Jacket to solo group dungeons, but it is really your bread and butter of how you're able to get away with doing this. Now, another thing is these little trap chests. You don't have to kill them. They got 7.6k HP, but I mean, you can kill them if you want. If you're being lazy like me, you can just run over and kill them. But I don't know. I usually don't. I just skip them. But yeah, you just sit here and you doink them, use your abilities on them, and I think it's like 3 or 4k fame without premium. Our food buff is got 5 minutes left. We're on the 4th floor. If it's a 5-floor dungeon, we'll have to eat another food buff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But look how long this took to kill, right? It's only 2.354 fame. It's basically a free kill because they don't move and they don't attack you. But I don't know. I like the thrill of having to like fight things like this. So I'm gonna kite him away. I just don't want to fight in the damn trap room, you know. I just want to have an easy fame farm here. Just spin him up. I'm also going to position him where he back jumps away from the damn chests. And I'm literally standing in his whirlwind, so I'm just going to pop Hellion Jacket now. I don't need to, obviously. I just want to kill them faster so I can move on to the next pool. But yeah, guys, I mean, group dungeons, they're easy, they're fun, they're rewarding. And it looks like we're getting to the boss room. These dang push boys. I stood in that lava. Look how much damage I took. Holy crap. I'm also double standing in whirlwinds. I'm gonna back it up. I gotta play a little more defensively here. And yeah, so my HP's getting real low. I got 5 seconds until I can pop Hellion. Like, I got potions. We're good. So we got Hellion up. It's okay. These guys are dying. It's just the big boy we gotta worry about now. And you know, he just pushes you around. He doesn't actually... He's like a nice bully. He doesn't want to hurt you too bad. But if you stand in his piss puddle, man, oh god, you're gonna pay for it. But yeah, look at it. It's like a little weird eyeball tunnel helmet thing. Like he's in a spacesuit or something. I don't know, man. Like, I know this game has space lasers. I don't know if they're from space. They're just lasers in general. By the way, the lava... Oh, shit. Tier 6 bag. Look at that. That's nice. The lava burns you even though he's dead, so don't stand in it. Tier 6 bag, how much you worth? You, 28k? See, like, this is paid for the map. Easy paid for the map. Now, should I wait on HP regeneration? Nah, let's just fucking pull him. There we go. And I'm just gonna immediately Hellion Jacket here, because I want HP from the little twerp mobs that are easy to burn down. That way I can be full HP for this ranged crossbow pull. It's like a beefy crossbow boy and 3 like little like timid crossbow boys. So there we go. Down she goes. And yeah, this pull. So the boss up ahead is this stupid hook monster. Bosses in group dungeons, for those that don't know, they operate differently. It's totally, like I could totally solo it, and normally I wouldn't because he's just a blue chest. Alright, these guys are actually hurting me a little bit. I can still burn them down though, like my HP versus his, I'm gonna be able to auto and then Q him and then he's dead, so. Alright, get the loot, get the loot. How's our food buff? 2 minutes. We could pull these melees, but yeah, this freaking guy, like he's super annoying to fight, but he's totally soloable with my build. And like I said, it's just a blue chest. I normally don't do it, but I guess I'll do it for you guys. Why not? I mean, I'm sure you guys like watching me solo bosses and getting loot from a chest, but it's probably not gonna be a lot of loot. I don't even have premium active, so. Alright, so the melee guys, I can actually pull with this. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Because we have Hellion Jacket. That's all we need now. I just messed up, guys. So can you tell me how I messed up? I'll go ahead and tell you. I used Guardian Boots alongside Hellion Jacket, which made my healing less effective. But the thing is we're about to swap to a heal set anyway, and you know, my food buff only has a minute left, but we don't need the food buff for using Druidic Staff. So I'm using Druidic Staff. I'm using the 3rd W, which will enhance my healing on myself. I'm also using Energetic so I can get energy back when I auto attack. Combined with the torch, it's going to let me cast all 5 thorns very, very quickly. So to fight the boss, I'm just going to cast thorns and kite him around the room. And he's got 30,000 HP. So you'll notice he fights a little different, right? He's got this red swirl, so I'm just spamming spacebar and clicking away from him so that I can stutter step. And I'm taking some HP damage. When I take about 2 squares of life there, I'm going to cast both W and E on myself. And in between my heal cooldowns, I'm going to use shields so that I can take less damage from his little ranged stabby attack there. Both in regards of, what is it? My helmet cooldown and my boot cooldown. So there we go. Now I'm going to cast heal on myself because I'm 2 bars down. And we're just going to repeat this till he's dead. Like, and if we mess up or we get too close, then I'm going to use, what is this called? This is called Bloodlust. This is from the Mercenary Jacket. And combine it with the W ability, and that's going to double our healing. So you can see he's about halfway dead now, and I'm just recasting thorns every time. So there we go. Get the heal out. You can see that I messed up my pattern a bit. And if something really bad happens, we have a healing potion, so that's another clutch. He interrupted my thorns, so now my damage is weaker. But yeah, if we want, we just cast W, we cast R, and look at my HP. It's going to go all the way back up. Like, it's so nice. Bloodlust is really good. And, oh, there's a little bit of lag there. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to grow big. We really should grow big when he shoots his little, like, spear at us. We don't want to heal while we're big. We got to wait until we return to normal, so now we heal. By the way, the W spell that you cast on yourself gives you armor. It makes you tankier, so it's just all around really good defensive spell. And so you can see here like how long this is taking to kill this dude. There we go. We shielded that, so we took less damage. Oh, now he's got spinny crap going around the arena, so we gotta watch out for that. We gotta... See, he's starting to chunk us down a bit. I'm gonna chug a potion. I didn't need to chug that potion, but oh boy, like, you start panicking a bit, because, you know, that's just how it is. We got Bloodlust in 3 seconds. We're fine. We are absolutely fine, so I'm gonna cast Bloodlust here, just... And yeah, he's gonna slap our crap around, but that's okay. We got the Bloodlust. Our HP is just gonna jump right back up. We even have our heal on our E we can cast. We got defensives. There we go, we did it. So let's see the loot. Was it worth 23,000 combat fame and 62 plus 18? So that's like 80,000. So that time we spent killing that boss, we made 80,000 silver, which some people might think is good. I don't think 80,000 silver is worth that, to be honest. And then I just switched back to Great Axe and Hellion Jacket, and if I wanted to continue, I would just pop another map as soon as I left and just keep farming. So let's see how much combat fame we got before we wrap this up. 29,533, and what about our faction daily? 1,900, and that was in like that's basically 30 minutes. I mean, yeah, it's 36 minutes right now in the video. But yeah, that's the easiest and laziest way to solo group dungeons. It's a really good way to fame farm. It's very lazy and laid back and simple. It's not the best fame farm in the game, obviously, because it's just a tier 4 map. But man, is it easy, man, is it chill. I know I've been making a lot of fame farm vids lately, but it's fame week, come on now. You know, I got 19 hours of fame farming left to do, okay? So, I'm Soul Binging, thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Leave a like and a comment, you gotta do both. Alright, when you do both, it is an algorithm cheat code, it is a YouTube combo. And also, 80% of you aren't subscribed, so please hit the subscribe button, which is crazy to think about because I have a lot of subscribers from Albion, so, and the fact that 80% of you aren't subbed is just wild, man. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Come on back tomorrow, I'll have a new video for you. Take care, I'll see you in the next one.